Hi, I'm Jim Nash, the Oakland County Water Resources Commissioner. Do you know that the water that coming from your faucets is the same water that makes Michigan the Great Lakes state? Whether it's your drinking water or our natural water resources, it is imperative that we need to protect them. Our infrastructure goes from what is visible to what is underground. Our sewers and storm drains protect our surface waters from pollution, and they must be operated and maintained properly. As the Great Lakes state, it is our moral duty to protect these waters. We all need to work together to protect our water. This is how most local residents get their drinking water. The Water Authority collects and treats the drinking water and distributes it to the community. Then they control their infrastructure within the communities, and homeowners and renters pay the costs of water and local work. Across the country, we use 349 billion gallons of fresh water every day. In sewers, one of the most important issues is fog. Fog stands for fats, oils, and grease, which cause millions in damages by clogging sewer pipes and causing overflows.
Inside the Evergreen Farmington sanitary sewer pipe, this portion is normal, but it's a different story 200 feet away. All of that gunk is grease.
The average homeowner doesn't realize when they're pouring grease down the line, if they put hot water with it, they think it just flushes away. Later on, it cools off, goes into the sewer, and that's where it collects.
Grease solidifies and then sticks to the inside of a sewer pipe. Over time, it builds up, hardens, and can cause a blockage, leading to a mess like this.
The biggest question is why it happened, and what can we do?
Flushable wipes are costing millions a year nationally in equipment damages, sewer backups, and personal home damages.
So this is ideally all the stuff that you don't want to screen in the first place. You would rather want people not flush it.
These wipes are really, so many of them on their packaging, it says flushable. Well, I'll tell you what, they might be flushable, but they are not biodegradable, and they are wreaking havoc on all the sanitary sewer systems throughout the entire country, quite frankly.
This was a pump. We got a phone call from a homeowner, and the alarm had gone off that they were having a sanitary backup in their home. The alarm was going off, and when we got on site, what we found was the grinder pump itself, and as you can see, it's kind of dirty. It's in the back end of one of the trucks here that we have, and this is what was in the pump.
Our sewers are the lifeline of what keeps us having a system that we can use long term, and whenever we're adding something to it that shouldn't be there, we're going to have complications from that.
What happens is they almost become a rope, and they are wrapping themselves around our pumps or choking our pumps. We've put grates in, screens in, and we have to clean the screens out, particularly after a heavy rain, all the time.
Materials like flushable wipes can make it through those screens and add to the ragging issue within the wastewater treatment facility, water resource recovery facility, excuse me. So that can get into grinder pumps, into check valves. We looked at some of the different situations where it can block and impede the treatment process, and it's a manual, typically a lot of manual labor has to be exerted to clean out that equipment and get it back into service.
If system users do not flush anything but toilet paper and human waste, and don't flush fats, oils, and grease down the drain, we can save millions and keep water rates down.
It's all about what you're pouring down your sinks and flushing down your toilets. Putting grease and oil that's ragging. This picture here is of ragging. Those flushable wipes you see in the store, it should be illegal. You should not be able to call them flushable because this is what happens.
Are you kidding me?
This is a pump in one of our major stations, and these things just gather up until no more water can flow through at all.
Wow.
And it's very expensive fixing that kind of thing. We have to pull all the equipment out completely, either clean it or replace it. So it's a lot of cost to that.
Wow, and that's dental floss, wipes can all add up.
Flushable wipes, dental floss acts like rope holding it all together. It's very, very expensive to clean up these kind of things.
So even if somebody's doing it once in a while, that can add to the problem and then add to our water bills. So some of the items we should never put down the drain are, list off a few for us.
Oh, anything like even cigarette butts, dental floss, flushable wipes are a huge thing. They add up very quickly and they can make a huge mess. Anything, the only thing you should be putting down your sink is liquids and flushing down anything what you produce and toilet paper. Beyond that, we shouldn't be putting anything in the systems.
Honey, here's an interesting article.
What?
Says here our sewer systems are getting overburdened.
That's what I'm here for. So I can listen to him complain all day. Something about water. And the sewer system.
Says that too many people are flushing things down the toilet that shouldn't be flushed.
Water, don't do this, don't flush that. The sewer system. What do I care about that? I have things to do. I'm busy.
Apparently this stuff is clogging up our sewer systems and causing growing cleaning and maintenance costs.
What?
Listen to this list. Dental floss. Cotton balls. Flushable wipes. Paper towels. Cigarette butts. Kitty litter.
Where's my little kitty cat? There you are. I have to clean out the litter box again.
Isn't that something, honey, that people actually flush those things down the toilet?
Oh!
Your home will not explode, but investing in our water infrastructure is vitally important for the water we drink and the wastewater we release. Protecting our waters will ensure a brighter economy and a healthier environment for generations to come. This is a moral issue for us and our children.
Well, Jim, I appreciate you coming to sit with us today to talk about 7 simple steps to clean water. Yeah, so number 1 on the list, only rain in the drain.
That's right. Storm drains are an important way of dealing with stormwater as it comes in, and if you don't do that, if you don't keep your drains clean and things out of it, they get clogged or they can end up bringing pollution into our rivers.
Number 2.
Fertilizing is very important. If you're going to fertilize your lawn, don't do it very often. In the spring and fall really are the best times to do it. Other than that, it's not as effective, and you're allowing things that can get through the stormwater into our systems, and that's not something we want to do.
3. Carefully dispose of cleaners, chemicals, and oils, right? And this is people don't recognize you really can't just flush this stuff down the toilet.
Storm drains go right. If it's a separated storm system, storm drains go right into water as a rule. They go right into a nearby stream or they're receiving waters. Anything that's put in the storm drains ends up in those waters.
4. Clean up after your pet.
Again, everything that's on the ground when it rains ends up in the storm drains.
Number 5.
Don't clean your car. If you clean your car on your driveway, it goes right into the storm drain. That again brings in soap, brings in chemicals off your car. Clean it on the grass. It'll soak into the grass. It's fine.
Number 6. What's earth-friendly landscape?
Again, this is the issue around fertilizers, where if you put things on the ground, phosphorus goes right into lakes. It's the nutrients that work with bacteria to grow algae, and algae is a killer.
Okay, last but not least, number 7.
Save water. If you can save water, do it. Don't use water if you don't have to. The more we save, the more resources we keep.